friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar. A little bit of a different video today. This is our chill, relaxed lounge version. Our B camera shot that I tend to use for my Patreon reaction community. Remember, I got two Patreons. Reaction community, guitar community. And so my recent video, my reaction video of Romanticide by Nightwish, the Nightwish fans came out in droves. Thank you so much for all the support, guys, all the comments. I'm actually going to, I don't have a big channel, but it's not, I don't know if you'd call it a small channel anymore, but there's always a lot of comments and a lot going on, so I just thought, you know what, I want to kind of give a shout out to all the Nightwish fans who made all the comments. So let's cover as much as I can here. I don't want to keep the video too long for you guys, but let's go through it together and check it out. SJC9121. Next songs to react. He gives me a list of songs and some YouTube links. Thank you so much. I think we're at the beginning of a big deep dive on this band, but I appreciate you, and he subscribed to my channel. You know, it burns half a calorie to click subscribe. I never liked those YouTube channels where they take up the first 2 minutes is just subscribe to my channel, do this, do that, smash the like button. It's just like, okay, just if people like your channel, they're probably going to subscribe. But sometimes it's nice just to say, hey, take a second, hit subscribe, right? Tracy Farnath, thanks for your reaction. This is one of the heavier ones. Marco and Floor together are excellent. Hope you carry on with your journey. Oh, I shall. I don't know what you've reacted to. Well, we did one reaction with Tarja, one reaction with Annette, and one reaction with Floor. So the deep dive is just still in its infancy here, okay? But 7 Days to the Wolves and yours is An Empty Hope are both rocking songs. There's a video called Learn the Setlist in 48 Hours. Many of you mentioned this to me. We're going to check that out, which tells you how Floor is introduced to the band. Susan JW, Aussie chapter here. The Day Before Tomorrow, okay. Learn the Setlist in 48 Hours. Another mention for that documentary. I really want to learn more about this band, so we will be checking that out. Nightwish Army UK. I'm seeing a lot of this Nightwish Army in these chapters in different countries. Very popular band. Nightwish Army UK. UK Army popping in for a great reaction. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thorgrim. Thorgrim, okay. Floor started adding ink shortly after this show. The style of metal is outside the norm in the States. I think it's a great style of metal. It's like a symphonic, theatrical metal. It reminds me a lot of Sabotage, who became the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Sabotage have been around since the late 70s, my friends. They put on an amazing show, excellent production. I'm talking about, well, Sabotage used to do that. That's a whole other story, but Nightwish, it's amazing. They play great music, but it's a show. And they work together as a band. It's really incredible. Beautiful vocal melodies. Time to check out another heavy one. Yours is An Empty Hope. So we've already had a few mentions of this song. Thorgrim nicely posts a link, which is good. It helps me because in my Ginger deep dive, I did one video. The audio didn't sound too bad on my PC, but I guess it wasn't one of their better live audio performances. Not the band's fault, the band was amazing, but so it's always nice when people can send me post a link and say, hey, these are good quality videos. So, okay, thank you so much, Thorgrim. RNO Whack, it's probably 85. Great reaction. This is pre-major tattoo Floor, okay? You know, and I think my previous comment to the first reaction video I did with Floor is, I don't have tattoos. I don't have a problem with tattoos. But I was just kind of like, you know, a thought dawned on me. I said, am I the only adult in the world left that doesn't have tattoos? But a lot of you are saying, no, I don't have tattoos either. So that's good. It makes me feel kind of better, I guess. I don't know. All right, so great reaction. This is pre-major tattoo Floor. She had a few small ones here. So we're talking about her tattoos. Wolf and a dog tattoo, one behind each ear. They represent the two sides of her personality. Does she have split personality? What's going on here? The wolf is her love of performing and being on stage with her brothers. The dog is her domestic side that loves being at home in Sweden on her farm in the wilderness with her family. Husband Hans Vandal from Sabaton. I have heard of the band Sabaton. I know I've heard some of their stuff. I just can't. Maybe we shall pursue that as well. She has a daughter. She has another child on the way, and a lot of animals. couple of documentaries. He named some documentaries, which we're going to look into. Well, Floor is an amazing singer and one of my favorites. Please check out some earlier Nightwish with the two other singers if you want, which we did do. We did one with Floor. Floria? No. Oh my God, I'm so bad with Tarja. I'm so bad with names, guys. I really am. Like, I'm a man of many flaws, and that is a big flaw. And we did one with Annette, but we'll look into some more as well. Okay? There's songs that I like better with Tarja. Planet Hell, The Siren, Wish I Had an Angel. There are some songs I like with Tarja and Annette as much as I like Floor's. Bless the Child, Nemo, Sleeping Sun, Amaranth, Slow, Love Slow, and there's some beautiful songs that I think Floor has never sung. Forever Young. That's not the Rod Stewart song though, is it? Meadows of Heaven, The Crow, The Owl, and The Dove. Okay, so they have some songs named after birds. Have you guys seen the movie The Crow? I actually saw it at a drive-in theater in '94 when it came out. Brandon Lee had died a few months, so many months beforehand. That was big news at the time. Drew Froelich. Okay, all right, Drew. If you're like me, I always like when Nightwish goes heavy. Possibly their heaviest song, RE Guitar Lines, is Master Passion Greed. Special video link. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate it. As a fellow guitarist, I'm consistently impressed with Impu's, I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Do you guys want to see me interview him on my channel? No harm in asking. I can just say, hey, the Nightwish fans have come out in droves. They're very supportive. They've shown me a lot of love. I want to do an interview, okay? Impu's sensibility, but love when he gets a chance to let loose. Yeah, he's a great guitar player, for sure. Jaska, you too. Okay? Romanticide is usually served as like a freight train from where you won't want to hop off at the next possible stop. It's a great song. I really enjoy it. And just the production was incredible. The whole group is tight AF. On stage, and the production value is always at a high level. Yes, that surely is. Whether they're performing for a couple hundred participants or tens of thousands in the audience. Cool reaction, and keep on rocking with this magical band. I intend to. Cheers from Finland. Okay, so I do know that Nightwish is from Finland. There's probably a ton or two of suggestions already from their tasty live repertoire, but at some point, Weak Fantasy Live at Tampere 2015. Thank you so much, Jaska, you too. Cheers from Canada, my friend. So I wanted to say, following this band from when they started, I believe they start in the late 90s. They're from a small town in Finland, I believe. A number of them were. The guitar player, the keyboardist, the drummer, and Tarja, the original singer. I did a little bit of research, folks. I might be old, I might have been hit to the head many times, but I'm not the best at remembering names, but it'd be interesting to follow, because obviously they're a very successful, popular band. Like, look at their audiences, look at their following, look at how many views they get on their videos. It'd be interesting to see the progression of their popularity and success from when they started. Mariska GK. There's a documentary about when Floor joined the band called Learn the Setlist in 40 Hours. So thank you so much, Mariska. I really appreciate it. Again, you know, guys, when I started my channel a year and a half ago, I'd make it a point to personally respond to each and every comment. And I had a fellow who became one of my patrons and became a friend. He said, dude, you're not going to be able to do that forever. But I do try. I try and set aside a little bit of time every morning to answer comments. But as the channels grow, it gets harder and harder. But, you know, I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting my channel. So I wanted to do this as like something a little different for you guys. So I could kind of acknowledge all of you personally for doing this, because it means a lot. Mariska took the time to watch the reaction and comment, make a suggestion. That was still time out of her life, and I appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much, Mariska. Aether13X. More Nightwish, please. Here do we go next. So he gives us a whole bunch of suggestions from Nightwish. Excellent. I really appreciate it. He took some time to write that out. C10F. I'm going to link you a video that shows in detail all the instrument Nightwish uses on stage. I couldn't find the short clip, so I linked the entire documentary. It's a making of documentary for the Endless Forms Most Beautiful Album. That's really cool. I really appreciate that, C10, and I am going to check it out, but I might check it out kind of like in this chill format here, where I can watch it and share my thoughts with you guys. If you like this as a guitar player, this is, I can't pronounce that name, Zbigniew Perlitwowski. Sorry. Dude, I'm like a, you know, Canadian dude living out in the backwoods here, okay? It's like I can't... If you like this as a guitar player, the Song of Myself from the same venue, Empu doing a lot of shredding with a heart. Love it. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Bill Aftercliff. Since you're a guitarist, you should appreciate Unleash the Archers. I've heard of that band before. Awakening. Full band playthrough. The video work on this is very good and illustrates some excellent guitar and bass technique. I think it would give you a lot of material for a good reaction video. Okay. UTA is on the same label as Ginger, Napalm Records. Okay. We're also, guys, we're doing a Ginger, bit of a deep dive too. They were a band that they just really blew me away. You know, when I started my channel a year and a half ago, I had a guy, he kept saying, you gotta react to Ginger, you gotta react to Ginger. I've had some other people, I've done some reactions to Polyphia, and I've had some people say, dude, you're a guitar teacher, like, where have you been? And I was out, let's just say, you know, if you follow my videos, and not so much the reaction videos, some of the other videos I post, it's a crazy story. Like, literally, the past 10 years of my life could be a script for Hollywood. Let's just say I was out of music for a few years, okay? And that's just putting it bluntly. But a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I got back into it, and we're back at it. But previously, I had 30 years experience, professional musician, guitar player, guitar instructor. Evan Fellis, I would put these three bangers at the top of your reaction, all from the Wembley 2015 concert. Yours is An Empty Hope, so we've had numerous mentions of this song, Flora Growls. I think that was really cool, the way she whips her head around. You know, I can't do that anymore, but I never really had hair, so, you know, I couldn't, there's no way I'd look near as cool, nor as attractive as Flora, the way she can do it. Not even close, my friends. Okay, see? I can laugh at myself. 7 Days to the Wolves and Shudder Before the Beautiful. After you've become familiar with the band and researched the backstory to the song, I would recommend this masterpiece from Wembley 2. The Poet and the Pendulum. I've heard The Pit and the Pendulum. This song has a lot of meaning to the band and the fans, so I'd save that one until you know what it is about. I will do that. Thank you very much. And Velas. Dunn Pierce. This is her first big concert with the band. The tattoos came later. Okay, cool. When I did that reaction video of the previous song by Floor, I don't want to mess up the name of it. Sleeping Sun. Okay, I was either going to say Sleeping Sun or Sleeping Ocean. I was just really struck by her physical presence, her beauty, her look. She had a very striking physical presence, more so than the other singers, and I mean that respectfully. And her tattoos looked amazing. I don't have tattoos. I'm going to die a skin virgin when it comes to tattoos, but anyway, yeah. iWitty 13, okay, thumbs up, horns up, mic, guitar, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Okay, and what I'm going to do with everyone here, I'm going to give a, so you guys know you have proof that I've read everything. I'm going to give you guys a thumbs up and a like or love, okay? I really appreciate you guys taking the time and doing this. So I'm giving everybody, okay. Jaska U, awesome. Mariska, thank you. Aether13X, thumbs up. Satan, okay. This I can't pronounce. If there's a way you could kind of write and comment and tell me how to pronounce that, that'd be fantastic. Bill Aftercliff, thumbs up. Heart and Bellis, thank you. Don Pierce, thumbs up. Heart. iWitty 13, thumbs up. Heart. Dalla, holla if you got a comment from Dalla. So I'm gonna holla, and you got my attention, meaning this band has my attention in the video, so she's saying, or he's saying, you got my attention. Looking at the Nightwish reactions you shared so far, we might be in for a nice journey here. Keep them coming, and you got another subscriber. Dalla, that makes me holla, and I'm very thankful. I appreciate that. You guys, you know, probably know YouTube is a very tough slog. There's so many channels out there, but believe me, my friends, I'm different in a lot of ways, but I'm different, okay? Make no mistake about it. So when you guys take the second to subscribe, it really helps out a lot. It helps in so many ways. It helps in the algorithms. It helps just, oh, it's just awesome. I appreciate when people do that, but I don't like asking people to do that, okay? So, Monique van Aken. Okay, so I think she's probably from the Netherlands or, you know, Western Europe somewhere with a name like that. Or maybe she's from North America. But Your channel just popped up and I really liked your reaction. And oh, you need good equipment for this very deep Nightwish dive. Haha. I saw in your playlist that you reacted to Pantera. Fun fact, Flora met her husband Hans Van Dahl, the drummer for the Swedish metal band Sabaton. Their songs are all about real events that happened in wars over the centuries. When he with his band and Flora with her former partner, her former band Revamp were support acts for the band Iced Earth. Remember Iced Earth? John Schaefer, I think he got himself into a little bit of trouble. Something to do, well, you know, I don't like getting into politics here. I liked Iced Earth. They had a really amazing singer for a while. He was from Canada, from Saskatchewan. I was a fan of his previous band called Into Eternity. I was a big fan of that band long before Stu joined Iced Earth, but I think he's back with Into Eternity now. But if you guys know anything about Saskatchewan, did you know like in the wintertime it goes down to below 60? Can you imagine that? Sometimes we'll hit below 40 something here with the wind chill, but below 60? Oh my God. Hans was chilling in his dressing room drinking a whiskey and listening to Pantera. Along comes Flor, saying she was a fan of Pantera and would like to share a cigar. Hans was like, okay, she's an opera singer, likes whiskey and a cigar and Pantera. She's mine. Good observation, Hans. She's a very beautiful, talented woman. There's no doubt about it. They have a 6-year-old daughter and a second child is on its way. Okay, someone had mentioned that. At the moment, she is touring her first solo album, and last Saturday, she was with her baby bump, a support act of Metallica in Amsterdam. Okay, cool. If you'd like to check out Sabaton, she talks about Sabaton. As for Nightwish's drummer, in this video is Jukka Nevalainen, who was later with the band, who was with the band from day one. Sadly, in 2014, he had to stop due to severe insomnia. I had read about that. His good friend Kai Hato replaced him. You saw him in reaction to Sleeping Sun. Kai's former band was a Finnish death metal band, Winter Sun. I have heard of Winter Sun back in the day. Not too back in the day, but back in the day, okay? But I get them mixed up maybe with Christian. I don't know, there's some really good bands out there with Sun in the name. Kai's nickname is The Beast, or the Human Metronome. I strongly recommend Sons of Winter and Stars. Live rehearsals at Sonic Pump Studios. If you guys ever watch my guitar lesson videos, I'm a big advocate of using a metronome for developing timing and clean technique. The guitar parts are phenomenal, and I think you'll be blown away. Greetings from she's from the Netherlands. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, Monique. I knew you're from the Netherlands, okay? Like and a heart. Thank you so much. You know, some of these comments, people take time to write these out. You know, it's hard to react it's hard to acknowledge all of them. But I just want you guys to know, like, that means a lot. I'll look at a comment. Sometimes people have these huge comments. I'm like, man, they took the time out of their day to do that. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Michael Scold. Okay, there was a band called Shotgun Messiah. And they had a singer. Was it Tim Scold? He played bass and sang, but they had a guitar player. He was just a guitar god. His name is Harry Cody. If Harry's still around, I'd like to have him on my show for an interview. He was a sick guitar player, man. I would guess that TSO, meaning the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I suggested that they might have been an influence. And Nightwish kind of inspired each other if possible, as they were maybe the first really named symphonic metal band, and both started in '96. It's not about who started what, but the thing is, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra came from Sabotage. Sabotage has been around since the late 70s. Unfortunately, the two brothers that kind of ran that band, Chris and John Oliva. Chris Oliva was a phenomenal guitar player. In fact, today when I was dropping off my income tax forms, I was listening to their Hall of the Mountain King album. Like the song Hall of the Mountain King, 24 hours ago, his guitar playing was just awesome. And they really had that kind of symphonic, opera-esque. They were really cool. And John passed away a few years ago, I think, from health issues. But anyway, but it's all good. Like, Nightwish kicks ass, man. Let's just be honest, okay? Nightwish is one of the prime acts adopting the symphonic metal style, and therefore, by many, considered one of the first symphonic metal bands. TSO is more of a collaboration like Arja and Lucanson's projects. His first, okay. They're both awesome. I've gone out, I've seen the Trans-Siberian Orchestra twice. Live. Incredible. Okay? Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Robert Sheeler. Nightwish Army, USA. Pennsylvania. Been to Pennsylvania many times, by the way. So Nightwish Army. So like, you know a band's popular if they have armies of fans from different chapters all around the world. That's pretty cool. Saying, dang, I missed your first Nightwish reaction, but I love this one, so for that, I'm now a new subscriber. This show, Vakken 2013 Floor, had only been with the band for 10 months. As a fill-in because the band lost their singer, Annette, mid-world tour while in the US, and they called her to come and join them and help finish out the tour on a 2-day notice. Hence, that's probably where the documentary comes from. The band announced she was the new permanent singer shortly after the show. Learn the set in 4K, as I said. Is the story how Floor came to be with Nightwish. Here they were, the headliner, in front of 82,000 people. Most people had never heard Floor with Nightwish before. You seem to like heavy riffs. I do. I'm a metalhead. You know, as a living, I had to play different styles of music, but my core, dude, I'm like metal. Metal, hard rock all the way. You seem to like heavy riffs, and I bet you would like to hear Floor growl. If there's a song, Yours Is an Empty Hope, again, live in Mexico City, should make you really smile. So he gives us a really cool suggestion and a link. Really appreciate Robert. Thank you so much. Okay. Nico Silvanoinen. Okay. Jeremy Gamerdinger. Is that your real last name, Jeremy? Okay, well, this is interesting anyway. The show opener, Dark Chest of Wonders, killer. The show closer, The Last Ride of the Day. The documentary is called Please Learn to... Okay. The go-to docu about the band, couple hours. It's online Google. It's great. It's online, just Google it. It's great. Kelsey H. Thank you, Jerry. Kelsey H. I would like to recommend the documentary Please Learn the Set List, okay? You learn a lot about the band members as people. I'd also recommend the reaction of Floor reacts to Floor with Ghost Love Score. Okay. So, I did a little bit of research last night. I was reading about the band, and I read this open letter to Tarja when they let her go. A little bit of drama around the band with that. It's, there's a lot of history here that I'm still absorbing, okay? Alexandra Bernbrugge. Did I say it okay? We knew you would. Greetings from Germany. Thank you, Alex. Greetings from Canada. Like heart. Paul Riddle. Are you related to Matthew? Floor had an Omega tat on her right wrist in this performance. Very cool. Jason Thompson. Slang the Dreamer is another awesome tune of theirs. Thank you, Jay. Okay. Orange Guppy. Thanks for your reaction. Loved it. Am I wrong, or is this the wrong speed? See you at the next one. Bye. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Like, is the video playing not quite at the right speed? For me, the speed I'm at is always slow because I'm old and I move at a much slower pace now. Okay. In fact, I had to get a special walker made. I'm so slow. Okay. Jason Thompson. Hell yeah. Sabotage are always awesome. Yes. Love Symphony X reference as well. So in that video, I took out one of my guitars that's set to the same tuning, and I just quickly kind of estimated what a couple of the riffs were, but it was the same tuning. They tuned down a whole step, or D standard, and it's a great tuning. You know, Metallica, when they did the song Sad But True on the Black Album, it used that tuning. Really heavy, really cool. Shelby XYZ. If you're interested in some of the equipment they used around the 20th, okay, again, a video about that. Thank you, Shelby. I'm going to check it out. Randy Burrell, really enjoyed this. All right. Thank you, Randy. I really enjoyed okay. JW, cool reaction. You should definitely check out Shudder Before the Beautiful live at Wembley. One of the best concert openings I've ever seen. Riding the Nightwish Express, it takes you away. You don't know where they'll take you, but you know it's going to be friggin' epic. That is so true, JW. Thank you. Marty. Dude, you look like a tough American metalhead who's been through a lot. I have. I have a lot of great American friends. I happen to be Canadian. Eh? That's what it's all about. And love your reaction. If you really like Nightwish, here's my list. So he lists a whole bunch of songs. So Marty took a lot of time to make this comment. And Marty, that means a lot to me. I appreciate it. You're taking the time to watch the video. And so right here on video, Marty, I'm writing back here. Marty, thank you so much for taking the time to post this. You know, when we're younger, we don't kind of look at time the same. When you get old, I'm going to be 50 this year. You know, it just blows my mind when people make comments, especially long ones like that. It's like, man, they cared enough to take time out of their day to do that. It's just amazing. And one of the great things about YouTube Sometimes there's a negative connotation with YouTube. People will say, dude, I wish I could do a channel too, but what if people write negative comments? Well, yeah, it happens. And the bigger channel it gets, the bigger that your channel gets, the more you're going to get that. But you also get a lot of awesome comments and you start kind of making friends around the world. It's like the coolest thing. Dan Jackness. Ampu doesn't shred often and only when it serves a song. That's one of the things I love about him, but he's an amazing guitar player. It's like, dude, just give us guitar players a little more. You're teasing us. Give us a little more. That said, highly recommend High Hopes Floyd cover, done as a tribute, with bassist Marco taking lead vocal and killing it. That bass player, he is a wicked singer too. Okay? Susan JW, I concur. Bobber Lobber, Wacken, just pick one. Okay, thank you, Bobber Lobber. Okay? If you watch the documentary, we'll watch it with you, 2 hours. Interesting. I think we might just do that. Skis Smith. So Skis is publicly subscribed to me 2 weeks ago. Skis, that means a lot. Thank you. I enjoyed your commentary. Here's one of their heaviest songs. Floor gets gritty and throws in a few growls. Marco bass also joins in for backing vocals. What they did in Romanticide was amazing. When he hit that high note and she went, oh my God, that was just blood chilling and gave me goosebumps, and it was awesome. Ampu guitar has a wicked riff. This one does display floors tattoos. Thomas keyboards. Dedicated this one to internet trolls. What does he care? He's playing in front of 80,000 people, right? Yours is an empty hope, okay? Had a lot of people mention that here. Live, of course, okay, with a link. Okay, thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to stop that there, okay? Because, you know, I could make a huge, long interview about reacting to comments, but I just wanted to make this video for something different. To let you guys know, I read the comments. I see when people subscribe. When you take the time to write these comments and help educate me, it means a lot to me. It really does. All right? So we'll have more Nightwish stuff coming up soon. Hang in there. And remember, guys, practice hard, but practice smart. No excuses. Keep the comments and suggestions coming. We'll see you soon.